5,580 pounds. This is a Passport 2890 RL. And if you'd like to see if we have this in stock and available, please just visit the link in the video description or give our team a call here at Haylett RV. We are all factory trained. That's one of the best parts about living very close to where these things are actually produced. We get to actually walk the production lines and see them from the inside out, which is something that most folks in your position unfortunately don't get to experience. That extra level of in-depth knowledge and expertise allows us to really dig into this product, as well as all the other offerings that we have here at Haylett RV, to help you really zero in on the one that's the best for you. So what I want to focus on are the high points of this floor plan and the Passport brand in general. And if those sound attractive, then you give us a call. We only do everything here. You know, we've got the whole shop over here for hitching, pieces, parts, trades, financing, and everything in between. We just do everything at our store. So, little detail stuff has made Passport the #1 selling ultralight in North America. Like, you've got the little more user-friendly baggage doors here, and also, for reliability's sake, they fully seal the piano hinges on these. You don't see exposed hinges. It's all under that nice protective cover. What's interesting is, you know, they've invested a lot of, I call this the smart money ultralight. Everything that matters, everything you're going to use and touch and consider important on a daily basis, it's all here. Like, you want an easy tilt power awning with LED lighting, it's got it. You want the easier magnetic baggage doors, it's got it. You want solar prep, it's got it. You want a forced air heated enclosed underbelly with a larger furnace, it has it. Central air, it's got it. You know, DVD, Bluetooth, flat screen, all that stuff, it's got it. Outside utility shower, black tank flush, it's got it. It's also got what I consider a better chassis. And there's a normal I-beam frame, there's nothing wrong with it, but they use a different style chassis. It's a huck-bolted aircraft style chassis made with HSLA steel, high strength, low alloy. It is lighter, but stronger, and it is one of the major reasons that this RV is both very lightweight, and this is the lightest of the lightweights that we carry. At 5,580 pounds, this is literally the most living room per pound I can offer you at our dealership among something like 28 different brands. So that's pretty impressive. Also, among that huge myriad and variety of brands, this also has one of the most sterling service records. So not only is it high volume, not only is it all those things, but it's also extremely reliable, and I like that. They use cable-driven slides, which are literally the least warranted thing at Keystone. They are also the lightest weight slide out there. It's not the cheapest slide, it's actually the most expensive slide out. But again, the things you're going to use and touch and appreciate every day, they invest smart money here. Fluff stuff, you're not going to find it. But I think when you go through this, when this is all done, you're going to see why this is such a superior value trailer. Like, we've got the big windows for lots of light. The awning clearly covers both entry doors, and something that I like on the Passport 2890 is there's no what I would consider primary entry door and then secondary entry door. At most rear living rooms, if you get a second door, it goes straight into the bedroom. This one does not do that. Because they could make this RV so light, they could extend the coach ever so slightly, and that secondary door is actually in the hallway directly across from the bathroom. So when this RV is closed, you can still basically access everything in it. The back door here can get to your seats and your sofa and whatnot. That door can get to your bedroom, your bathroom, your kitchen, all that important stuff you're dining at. So this is a very travelers friendly rear living room, and that's usually not the case. Usually rear living room travel trailers, because manufacturers try to condense and smash them down as much as possible, they're not functional when they're closed. This is. Now you want to put a backup camera on it. This is ready to do that. You want to do some grilling? That's standard. Passport Grand Touring Series comes with either an outside kitchen with a cooktop or a bumper mount RVQ grill standard. That's another nice thing on these. Now you've got triple steps for both doors. You've got the bigger entry handle back here to your living room, because that will probably be your main come and go door, although there's nothing stopping you from up here. Also, wide stance stability axle system. This helps the RV track better going down the road. So when you're going down the road, it doesn't want to do this as much. It also doesn't want to bounce back and forth as much. It just tracks better. You get a smoother, better ride. Now, the awning on this is huge. It's like 18 or 20 feet or whatever. It is not small by any stretch of the imagination. And there is not a splinter of wood in the structure of this. Well, pardon me. There's Luan panels where it's laminated, but your skeleton is all aluminum with the exception of the roof, which has galvanized steel trusses. So you'll actually see a sticker on it that says all aluminum construction. The roof is actually galvanized steel trusses, but the point is it's not wood skeleton, which there's nothing wrong with that, but everything in this is designed to be lighter. The reason they use galvanized steel instead of aluminum in the roof is because there's no insulation gaps with galvanized steel trusses, because they're like miniature punched out I-beams and you can stuff insulation under the lips. I gotta do a quick battery swap and I'll meet you back inside. So again, this model has a very large, open, big feeling living room and a very lightweight. It's extremely towable. Whether you have, you know, a generic half ton or whatever, or if you have like a little bit bigger tow package SUV, that wide stance axle system will help combat the length of this RV to give you a smoother towing experience. The best way, I described it to this way, like it just sort of hit me the other day to a customer with the wide stance axles. A longer wheelbase vehicle, it doesn't turn as sharply, so it doesn't get pushed and pulled by a trailer as aggressively. Well, this is effectively a longer wheelbase trailer, if that makes sense. That's literally what they're doing here. And it works. It works well, and it's not expensive to do it that way. It's a great low-dollar fix to an important issue. So here in the back, we got our swivel rocking chairs, so you can kick your feet out and stretch and relax and all that good stuff. I like the stand with power outlets right next to it, by the way. There's actually outlets on both sides of the stand, so you can have your phone chargers and everything going. They're really hidden down in there. Now you've got plenty of light. You've got big windows. That opens for airflow. And these two giant slide-out windows both open for crazy airflow. All LED lights. Now, instead of a little power vent fan hood that pushes hot air outside, because this is like 1.5 feet below the ceiling level, heat rises. So you have a thermal blanket on the ceiling, and this will suck some of that out, but guess what? Instead of that, they put a vent here right on the ceiling next to your hot cooking sources so that all the heat just gets exhausted organically because heat goes up. Now you don't have to tax your 12-volt battery if you're boondocking on a stovetop fan. You can. Now what is in here, you're thinking, well, why is it here then? There's a charcoal filter in this to help get cooking odors out of the air. That's what this does right here. So Passport a few years ago moved over to these Peninsula countertops, and the lighting's not being kind to me right now. But the nice part about this is instead of the 45-degree countertop, you've got way more dedicated prep space. Angled countertops aren't functional because you can't, like, everything in life, it operates in square, rectangle fashion, you know? Cutting boards are rectangles. You cut in straight lines. You don't cut on these weird, funny angles, and cutting boards don't come in triangle shapes. It doesn't make sense. So this makes more sense. Now, you've also got access to 100% of the storage below the countertop. Because it is square and rectangular, it's easy to shape and manipulate. It's easy to access. Nothing can get lost where you can't reach it. Now, this is some of the smart standardization that you get with the Passport family. They have drawers and doors. And that seems odd. I do love how you can really open that up under there. But the whole point of this is this seems odd. And you're like, well, why do you do that? Well, here's the reason why. Because everything that matters is in this RV. The things that don't are not. So, by building the same door 3 times around that cabinet, they could have standardization, they could have improved quality control through repetition. It's simpler, smarter, faster, easier to do it this way. It saves you money and it improves your quality in the product as a consumer. It would cost more to do 1 door, different door, 2 drawer doors, you know, little things like that. And this will keep your forks and spoons and knives in that cabinet exactly as well as anything else. That is the type of thought and efficiency that goes into this product. Does it matter? Great, we'll do it. Does it not matter? Does it stop you from camping? If the answer is no, they don't do it. So they do centralized floor heating because it's the most efficient way to heat the RV, and that's why they also put the metal grates down here. Now, I have heard there's a sales pitch by Brand X out there that they don't do that because you could get pet hair down there and it could catch on fire and burn the camper down. Well, I've seen tens of thousands of trailers come through in my career at this point, and I've heard of exactly 0 instances of that. And I've seen a lot of trades come through of people that had dogs that shed like crazy and they didn't clean their camper, and I've yet to see one catch on fire or look like it even had, or hear about a guy who knows about a dude who's 6 degrees separated from Kevin Bacon that's heard about it happening. It's a scary BS pitch designed to scare you into buying something else. It's nonsense. Central floor heating is more efficient. Full UDINET. So you've got, they also added the storage doors to the base of it, not terribly long ago in the history of the company. What this does is this folds down into a bigger 7-foot bed, but it also gives you easy access to the storage. Now, something I forgot to mention sooner is that is also a full trifold hide-to-bed sleeper sofa standard. Again, standardization improves quality control and reduces cost by being able to stock and order and manage one part. There's less labor and oversight involved. So, Grandpa and Grandma, are you afraid that the grandkids won't come and build memories with you because you won't have anywhere for them to sleep? Well, fear not, because now I can sleep 2 here easily, sleep 2 here easily. Even adults can sleep on these, because that's like a 7-foot bed. That can sleep 2 adults. My very large sales manager one time tackled me on one of these things. I'm very aware that it can hold 2 adults. No questions, please. You know. Anyway, moving on. We're not going to talk about that anymore. So, entertainment. They do a good job here because, again, this is something that's become important to people. This is something you're probably going to use every day. So whether you're sitting in the rear chair, sitting at the dinette, in the kitchen, you can move and twist and pull and swing this TV out anywhere you want it to so that there's no bad seat in the house. And I really like that. You know, that's become a big deal for folks. So whether we're entertaining grandkids and we got to get some SpongeBob going over here, hey, SpongeBob, or whatever the case may be. It works for everybody. AM, FM, CD, DVD, Bluetooth player, little USB plug for phone charging, everything else. That's pretty common anymore. But let's talk storage. So right when you walk in the door, you got this thing. There's actually 2 big storage areas right when you walk in the door. This is either an excellently placed kitchen pantry or a very conveniently placed coat closet or extra clothes closet, because that's adjustable shelving. Now, on the other side of this door, this, I think, will probably be your primary coat closet. And I think that's the best benefit of this thing here. But they allow you to do whatever you want with it. And then down here, we've got all kinds of great, like, bathroom linens, storage, beach towels, and all that. And it's right by the door. And remember that whether you're going down the road or you're at a campsite, you got a door, you got a bathroom, you got towels and blankets and coats and everything. This is an awesome traveling floor plan. It's an awesome camping floor plan. It's great when you're boondocking. It's great when you're park camping. It's just an awesome floor plan. And it's less than 5,600 pounds, ladies and gentlemen. Now, instead of an angled shower that has a door that swings open so that it's hard to actually get in and fit around the bathroom, they went to a larger radius shower. And you see you've got both a skylight and a power vent fan. They've done everything that matters in here. You know what? This is minimal. But you're going to stand here, you're going to brush your teeth and wash your hands, and you're going to split. You're not going to stand here and read a book in front of the sink. It gets the job done. We've got a nice medicine cabinet. It's super functional, but this is a function space, not a fashion space. They put a little more of the fun money back here, you know? But they give you the shower that matters and the skylight that matters. We've got a sliding pocket privacy door here instead of a curtain like some Ultralites. We've got a full 60 by 80 true queen walk-around bed. Queen sheets fit this normally. This matters. It's not the short camper queen. Now, a lot of RVs that have a short camper queen, you might be able to put this bed in, but then the mattress is going to literally touch the wall, and you can't walk around it anymore. Because Passport built it with a big bed in mind, you no longer have that. You don't have to decide and or. You know, you don't have to decide one or the other. By the way, you got your little phone holder stands with power outlets on the base of the bed on both sides of the bed. These are fully mirrored wardrobes so that when they're all closed up, the big windows really reflect a lot of light around in here, and they're full length. So you don't have that sharp corner that'll dig your shoulder up if you're not paying attention or roll over at night. And if you want to add a TV, she's prepped and ready to do so. I've got a sweet spot for these personally. I personally am more and more and more impressed with the Passport brand every year. They have become the most affordable laminated ultralight and among the most reliable trailers, period. Not laminated, but laminated, stick-built, or otherwise. Their volume is terribly impressive. Their success is impressive. The team is impressive. The appointments are impressive. And I love that it stays in your driveway and it doesn't come back to haunt us. This is a brand that, like, when my family members say, hey Josh, what kind of camper should I be looking at? This is always on the tip of my tongue because I'm not worried about my family having a bad time. Nobody, no salesman, no good salesman anyway, wants to call from their customers that, hey, I bought this and I'm having problems. Now, you especially don't want that from your family. This is what I consider my family grade camper. And I don't know how much more I can say about my confidence level in this product than that. Hopefully you understand, you agree. If you have questions, which you should, absolutely call. Give us a ring at 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Pieces, parts, hitching, trades, financing, truck and trailer package deals. I mean, if we got to do it, I'll make one of my salesmen dance. Now, it's not going to be good, but have you ever seen, like, America's Got Talent? You know that person who just absolutely is completely not skilled at the talent that they bring to show you, but they're really funny as a result. It's really fun to watch them. That's what it's going to be like when my salesman dance for you. I'm pretty sure I'm just rambling at this stage. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Be sure to subscribe, share a video or two, give our guys a call, and I don't care where you live. We make deals happen every day. So have a great day, build some memories, and happy camping.